Okay, good morning children. Today topic is Doppler effect. So what is the Doppler effect? The phenomenon of apparent change in pitch of sound due to the relative motion between the source of sound to the observer or listener is known as a Doppler effect. So ఏంటంటే ఒక శబ్దం చేసేటటువంటి ఏదైతే పరికరం ఉంటుందో పరికరానికి మరియు ఎవరైతే లిజనర్ ఉన్నారో వినే వ్యక్తి ఉన్నాడో ఆ వినే వ్యక్తికి మధ్యలో రిలేటివ్ మోషన్ సాపేక్ష గమనం ఉన్నప్పుడు ఆ రెండింటి మధ్య కదలిక అనేది ఉన్నప్పుడు అయితే సోర్స్ కదలచ్చు లేకపోతే అబ్జర్వర్ కదలచ్చు. ఆ రెండు కదలికల వల్ల రిలేటివ్ మోషన్ వల్ల వినేటటువంటి సౌండ్ పిచ్లో తేడా వస్తుంది లేదా ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీలో చేంజ్ వస్తుంది. ఆ చేంజ్ని మనం ఏమంటున్నామంటే డాప్లర్ ఎఫెక్ట్ అంటున్నాను. హియర్ I will take one case here. This is source moving, observer is rest. Source is moving and observer is rest. Here this is the one source, and this is the observer. Observer is at this point and source is at this point, and the source is generates the sound. So generates the sound, that velocity of the sound with respect to the observer is Vs. Here V is the velocity of the observer. Velocity of a Vs is the velocity of the source, and V is the velocity of the sound that is released by the source. The source is generates the one sound. That sound is moving like this and moving like this also. So here the sound angular frequency is omega. Angular frequency means is omega, and the time period is t naught. That means it is completes one wave. It is gives one wave. That time period for the one wave to the another wave is exactly equal to t naught. So at t is equal to 0 instant of time, source is at the rest. Source is at the point of S located at the L distance here. Here the observer is at rest. Now the observer is at rest. This is at rest, and the source is moving with a Vs velocity away from the observer. Source is moving with a Vs velocity away from the observer. Initially, now the distance between the observer to the source is at L distance. Now here one at distance L, and source is emit one crest, and this is reaches the observer at L by V, and the sound is moving with a V velocity. And distance from the source to the observer is L. So how much time is taken? That is t is equal to L by V. So that way after t1 is equal to L by V time, now this same crust is reached to the observer. But yet t is equal to t naught, that means one more crust is released from the source, but the source is not at the same position. Why? Because the source is moving with a Vs velocity, Vs velocity away from the observer. So therefore the distance travelled by the source is Vs into t naught. Then the total distance is L plus Vs plus t naught. Vs into t naught. L plus Vs into t naught. This is the total distance. So how much time taken to reach now that means after t instant of time the source is located at the S2. The distance from the source to the observer is L plus Vs into T naught. Now how much time to reach the second crust to reach the observer is initial value is T naught plus L plus Vs into T naught by V is the velocity of sound. So therefore starting time plus L plus Vs into T naught by V. So therefore this is the time taken to reach the sound crust from the S2 to the T naught, S2 to the observer. So therefore here at Tn at Tn source is emits n plus 1. N plus 1 nth crust reaches the observer at Tn plus 1. Tn plus 1. So Tn అనేటువంటి సమయం తర్వాత అంటే 0 సమయం తర్వాత ఇది ఎక్కడ ఉంది t ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 0 దగ్గర ఇక్కడ ఉంది t ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు t నాట్ దగ్గర అంటే రెండవది రిలీజ్ చేస్తుంది. నెక్స్ట్ అంటే t ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 0 దగ్గర ఫస్ట్ది రిలీజ్ చేస్తుంది, t ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు t నాట్ దగ్గర రెండవది చేస్తుంది. అనగా ఎంత టైం దగ్గర మనకు n ప్లస్ 1 క్రస్ట్స్ అనేవి రిలీజ్ అవుతున్నాయి. ఈ రిలీజ్ అయినటువంటిది కాస్త అబ్జర్వ్ చేయడానికి అబ్జర్వర్ రిసీవ్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఎంత టైం పడుతుందంటే Tn ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు n ఇంటూ T నాట్ ప్లస్ L ప్లస్ నౌ ద ఎక్స్ట్రా డిస్టెన్స్ ట్రావెల్డ్ బై ద సోర్స్ ఈజ్ n into Vs into T naught by V. So therefore this is the time interval. So therefore this is the total time. This is the total time to reach the n plus 1th crust to the observer. Here the time interval is Tn plus 1 minus T. Observer listen the receives the n plus is n into T naught plus L plus n into Vs into T naught by V minus L by V. So by subtracting these two we can get n into T naught plus n into Vs into T naught by V. Why? Because here the L by V, this is the L by V is positive and this L by V is negative. Here the and this term is cancels each other. Now we can get this term, and this term is, this is a positive term and this is negative term. Now what is the remaining term? n into T naught n into Vs into T naught by V, n into Vs into T naught by V. We can get the, this is the time interval. The period of the one wave. So n plus that is n crusts receives the observer in this time interval. So time period of these waves, time period for the one single wave is equal to what t is equal to the total value, total time by n. So we can get the time period. So time period is equal to the time difference by how many crusts are releases, n crusts are releases. So therefore it is dividing with the n, we can get the time period. Now here n cancel, what is the remaining term? T naught plus Vs T naught by V, Vs T naught by V. T is equal to, here the T naught is constant, T naught is common here, T naught 1 plus Vs by V. Here the Vs is velocity of source, V is the velocity of sound. So but we can we want a frequency. Frequency is 1 by time period is frequency. So therefore 1 by T naught, 1 by T is equal to 1 by T naught into 1 plus Vs by V, we can get 1 by t, 1 by t naught by into 1 plus Vs by V naught. So we can get 1 by t is equal to nu, 1 by t naught is equal to nu naught. The 1 plus Vs by V, Vs by V, V subscript S by V whole to the power of minus 1. So therefore here the Vs is very less than that of the V. So therefore this value is less than that of the 1. That's why 1 plus x whole to the power of minus 1 can be written as 1 minus x. So therefore here the 1 minus Vs by V. The frequency nu is equal to nu naught 1 plus Vs by V. So therefore this is the observed frequency by the listener. If the source is moving away from the observer. If the source is moving towards the observer, so you can replace the Vs instead of minus Vs, you can replace the plus Vs. So therefore nu is equal to nu naught into 1 plus Vs by V. So therefore we can observe observer heard a higher frequency. If the observer is moving away from the observer, if the source is moving away from the observer, he can listen the lower frequency. If the source is moving toward the observer, he can listen the higher frequency. So therefore this is the this effect is known as the Doppler effect. So what is the Doppler effect? There is a relative motion between the source to the observer. We can hear some change in the frequency. The change in the frequency means we cannot hear the what is the original frequency released by the source. For example, 512 is the original frequency released by the source, but we cannot hear that frequency if the source is moving. If the source is moving and the observer is rest, if the observer is rest and the source is moving, we cannot hear that frequency 512 which is emitted by the source. So therefore sometimes it is higher, sometimes it is lower. So this effect is known as a Doppler effect.